This is called a high standard work. Get ready for this.
Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
Even the commentator was like, I'm not sure what that was. Where was that take? What clip was that taken from? What show?
That was AEW during the pandemic when they had no crowd.
Correct, but it was on AEW. Why would you ever allow someone like that in one of your rings? Look at that.
Oh my God.
Good God.
What's
Jesus.
That? Oh.
Yeah, that went really fast.
Yeah, what was that?
Totally safe work.
She's holding light tubes.
Oh, that shit. She's holding that right up by her face.
Yeah, because she moves it up when the girl comes up.
Oh my God. I mean, how freaking stupid can you be? Look at this.
Well, we're going to have lots of examples of that this week.
Jesus.
Look how hard the girl that drop kicked her. How much force behind what she did. Again, remember, a work is the ability to make someone believe something that's not true, which is the physical intent behind the action that you're doing. These kids now are literally, legitimately doing the physical action.
Yeah.
There's no work to it.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
Well, this one, it's hard to tell, but what this guy has that he's holding is a board with scissors, a bunch of scissors on it.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's hard to tell.
Hold on. Let me explain so you know exactly what occurs. There's a board underneath his chin. His chin is resting on top of it. There are scissors on the board. This guy that's standing runs across the ring, drop kicks the board to break it. The board now shoves up the scissors into his throat and punctures his throat.
Wait, we're going to see that?
Yes.
I ain't going to see that.
You can't really. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
No, you can watch it.
Vince,
it's hard to see.
Okay.
Yeah, you can watch.
Oh my God. Bro, like that near death.
Listen to the audience member who realizes what happened. Play it again, Jeff.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God, bro.
Blood starts spurting out of his throat. And that's why the audience member starts screaming, oh my God, oh my God.
That guy can't be okay. I mean, he can't be okay, bro.
No. But look at where we're going. Look at each week, we see more and more instances where more and more of these wrestlers or stunt people are taking more and more challenges that bring them greater and greater risk of suffering a life-ending or life-altering injury. That guy, if that had hit his carotid artery, he'd have been dead. You know what I mean? Just for what? For what reason? For what purpose?
Yeah.
You know, and none of it draws more money. Not one at the end of the day, no matter what you do, or at least that's the way it's supposed to be, no matter what you do in the business of professional wrestling, it is in an attempt, in a hope of drawing a much greater audience, both on television and physically at an arena. That's it. That's all the motivation is. Now that motivation's gone. Now it's all about who can impress a momentary impression and be damned if we monetarily make anything out of it. It's just cool that we got noticed.
Yeah. What's next?
It's obscene.
That's
Why?
What are they even trying to do?
God. I don't know.
What are they trying to do?
I don't know. I really don't know. Look at the size of those guys.
Yeah.
The referee was 3 times bigger than the 2 guys that were actually wrestling.
Yeah.
That's insane.
My God.
Okay, what I should have said beforehand. What you want to watch here is the guy giving the move. The guy
Back of the
without,
head.
without the shirt. Watch how his head lands.
My God!
Oh my God, bro. Jeez.
You're right. I'm so off base saying that we're going to see somebody die. I apologize. I want to say right now to you, Vince, and to you, Jeff, and to every wrestling fan, when I made that statement, I so apologize because I was so off base in asserting that we were going to see somebody die or die in an AEW ring. I mean, you're right. They won't die in a ring. They'll die on the floor right next to it.
AE dub.
I think it does. Shoulders are down. And one. Only a one.
Please explain this to me.
Oh my God, this is AEW, one of their main shows.
Why did the ref not count? It's clear that that was obviously meant to be, or at least a false finish, and the ref just stood there and didn't move.
Play it again, Jeff. Play it again.
He's got the guy's shoulders down. See, he's pressing down.
And one. Only a one.
Can you imagine now this happening and Vince sitting at Gorilla and the person going to the back?
Oh God, I think Vince wouldn't have sat at Gorilla. I think he'd have ran out to the ring.
I think so too, man.
The guy right there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Al? Go ahead.
The biggest mistake you can make in wrestling, the only mistake you can make in wrestling in that ring, is the exposure of the lie. And the one definitive way that you can expose the lie is if there's a guy on the mat with his shoulders flat down and the referee doesn't count. Unforgivable. That referee should be fired. And be gotten rid of.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's next, Jeff?
Horrible.
All right, this is the last one.
I swear to God, you know what spot that is, Al? That's the Wile E. Coyote spot. It's the Wile E. Coyote spot. That's exactly what that is, bro. The Wile E. Coyote spot. Look at this. Oh my God, bro. Oh, I don't know.
It gets worse every week. The sad thing is, really, here's that gimmick.
Yeah, that's why. Let's watch this. Al, I want you to know I was texting Jeff to pull this up. I wasn't not listening to you because I want to give Tony the benefit out and see if there is any which way but loose way this could have been a gimmick chair. That's why I told Jeff to pull this up so we could look at it again.
Vince, it's not physically. Look. Again, did the seat of the chair break free?
The chair did not. If it was gimmick, the chair would have exploded. The chair did not break.
The chair would have exploded, which would have helped absorb the impact on the guy. It didn't, because it wasn't. Again, insulting. It's insulting to tell not only a lie, but such a poor one.
Play that again, Jeff.
Would the sound be different if they did something to the chair?
Yeah, you wouldn't hear it. It wouldn't sound like that.
Okay.
Mark Briscoe with that.
Here, let me explain this to you. Jesus. The only reason you would gimmick the chair is to lessen the impact.
Right.
Correct?
Right. Yes.
The only way you can lessen the impact in a situation like that is to now remove pieces of the chair that retain the seat in position.
Right.
So that when the chair strikes, the seat strikes the top of the guy's head, it breaks free and falls away. It did not. Therefore, the chair was not gimmicked in any form or fashion. This isn't magic. Folding chairs are a very simple, much like wrestling fans, obviously, or anyone that believed that bullshit that Tony spouted. It folds up. The seat is right there. You turn. The only gimmick to a chair that you do is that you hit somebody with what we call the soft side. What's the soft side? You turn the chair to where the edge of the seat is facing towards you, so that then the flat surface of the seat strikes the head. You don't want it to where the seat edge is down and is coming towards, because that edge
will kill you right
can
there.
now split somebody open.
Yeah.
So you turn it and you hit them flat. That is the only gimmick to a chair that you can do. The only gimmick that you can do to a chair on a chair shot is, even if you hit them on the top of the head, in the face, you hit them on the back, is you try to create as big a surface area with the seat and the place that you're striking. On the upper part of the back is the biggest surface area, and trust me, it hurts like hell when you get hit there. Okay? Stings. Here's the problem to the head. That large surface area that you're utilizing of the seat becomes a very small area, because you're only able to hit just a very small portion of the top of the head with the seat. So all of the impact goes to a very small area, as opposed to being spread out over a large surface, and therefore is much more impactful and potentially resonating down into the brain and bruising the brain and causing a concussion. But if you want to learn how to do that, you can go to ovwacademy.com and you can learn how to gimmick a chair today. We'll be practicing on you at the academy and seeing if we can refine the technique.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me paint the picture of this to make sure because if people want to sign up for this, we got to make sure we're laying this out correct. We don't want to false advertise. So you're going to secure.
Well, we're going to have a sign of release.
Well, you're going to secure somebody to a steel cage, like
oh,
Jesus.
No, we don't need to put the cage up. We'll just tie him to the ropes.
You tie him to the ropes, like Jesus, and then you're gonna have experimental gimmick chairs and hit them with one after the other to see which one explodes and which one doesn't. Is that what we're talking about,
Vince? It's called product testing. Okay, and then what you do. If they retain consciousness, you're able to then have them fill out a questionnaire as to just exactly how the chair felt.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh my God. We've got oil drum work. This is a first, yes. Al. This is historical. Oil drum work.
Yes. Hashtag oil drum work. We literally broke the guy in half.
I gotta see that again. I gotta see oil barrel work. I gotta see this again.
How did they get it in the ring?
They had to throw it over the top rope. No, they had to.
Oh yeah.
How else are you gonna get that?
And imagine that. Now imagine, what do you think his lower back?
Oh God. Oil drum work. What's next, Jeff? Oh, who took the brunt of that more? The guy giving it or taking it, Al?
I think the guy giving it. Yeah, that was old cinder block work. You know, where he was trying to break the cinder blocks on the other guy by using his own body.
Gotta hurt.
It's gotta hurt both of them. They're both idiots.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
Come on.
Is it me, or does that dude who took that bump look like he's about to cry as a shoot? Play that again, bro. I swear to God, I think he's about to cry as a shoot.
Yeah, I don't remember your exact hashtag, Al, but it was something like no crowd work or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, because there's no audience. Look around you. There's no audience. That's what I was about to point out, that they're literally risking their lives for what? Nobody. There's nobody in this building. Listen to the audio. You'll hear it.
Is that low key? Was that low key? Jeff, I think that was low key.
That was low key in front of tens of fans.
I don't think it.
I'm longing for mascot work. We haven't had mascot work.
There's mascot work in here.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. This is low key again, I think.
No, if it was another stupid move by Darby Allin.
Oh, this is AEW. Play that again.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Now let's remember, what was the statement I made months ago that got me a ton of heat. How dare I believe that on live TV we're going to see somebody die, but every week, what do we see on AEW? And I said the likelihood is it would probably occur on an AEW program, and you're so off base. You're absolutely correct. I mean, every week we watch Darby Allin intent on trying to cripple himself. I mean, what do I know?
Yeah.
You'll see after, but this truck, the bed is just full of light tubes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We can see what's going on over there. There it is. Someone come.
That's a lot of light tubes, bro. That may be the record. I mean, I've not seen. Play that again. I've not seen. Look at that, Al.
And listen, I don't think anyone appreciates the time, the trouble, and expense it took of months of going to Home Depot and Lowe's and buying out everyone.
Bro, that's not cheap. Look at all those light tubes they got. That is not cheap. Play that again, Jeff.
Yeah.
We can see what's going on over there. There it is. Someone.
For just a spot.
Wow.
For just a spot outside at the mobile home park, clearly taking place at the trailer park.
All right, Jeff, what's next, man? Where's Mascot, bro? Oh my God, bro. Oh man, we got to try to figure out what he's saying, bro. We got to try to figure out what he's screaming. Play that again.
But look how long he was on fire.
That looks like Lombardi, or at least his son.
Oh my God!
About 5 seconds he was on fire.
Bro, I swear to you, Al, the plan was when they were discussing this in the back, I guarantee you this was part of the plan. When I body slam you, that's going to put the fire out. I guarantee you they did. I guarantee you they discuss. Yeah, bro, you jump into my arms on fire, and when I body slam you, that's going to put the fire out. Play that again, Jeff. Watch. Bro, the guy's on fire and he's still giving him a 360 twirl out. He's still getting the 360 twirling with the guy on fire.
Vince, it ain't enough to put somebody on fire. You've got to put a little extra stank on the slam.
My God.
Come on.
Talk about getting your shit in. The guy's on fire and I'm going to spin you around before I put you down. Oh my God, that's incredible, man. That is incredible. What's next? Ooh, what was that a pane of glass?
Yeah. I forgot to point that out. There's a sheet of glass over top.
That is not candy glass either, bro. I could tell you that right now, man.
No, it's not. No. But like we had that one video where they were explaining how we only use the best glass. We only use plate glass. We're not like the rest of these other promotions where they just use, regular glass. We always use quality plate glass. That's the difference.
Bro, hold on for a second. Bro, I don't think people understand. If you look at the positioning of that glass, bro, that guy's got that glass like over his heart out.
Over his face.
Over
his face. Too.
Yeah.
The potential for injury is incredible.
Oh my God, bro.
To both of them. If one of those pieces of shards of glass go into either of their eyes, or a big enough piece happens to go into their neck,
right,
or into their chest, or into their gut. I mean, the risk is incredible. And again, I know we all acknowledge that there is going to be a certain level of risk when you're, participating in a professional wrestling event. But why are we exponentially increasing the odds of you suffering a horrific injury for just a momentary stunt? I just don't understand it at all. I really don't.
What's next, Jeff? At least he got his hands behind his head.
This is a different one. This is the same match, 2 different moves too.
Same match. After we watched a reverse cesarean birth, watch this, where he's trying to stuff the guy back up his clown hole. Okay. Tell me that's not what it looks like.
Bro,
and then he power bombs him as well.
At least the dude's trying to protect his head.
From the same corner.
Yeah.
So after it looked like he tried to do a reverse cesarean to shove this guy back up his clown hole by jumping off the second rope and drive his head clear up the guy's rectum, right? Clearly the guy kicked out. They got back up on that ring, on that top rope somehow. The guy went to give him a Hurricane Rana and he power bombed him next.
What's next, Jeff?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait a minute, hold on, stop. He's directing the scene. Go back, bro. He's directing the scene. Yeah. Now this guy, Cecil B. DeMille, bro. Look, up, over to the left. You go to the right. Look.
Yeah. Right there.
Wait for the other guy. Wait, let me get in here. Hold on, huddle up. Wait.
All right.
Jeez.
All right, you guys are good. Stay right there.
That was great. That was tremendous, bro. Oh my God.
That's where we've gotten.
Yep.
Think about it. How many times have we seen where the group of guys gather together and then just stand there like a human crash pad? Now we're getting to the point where referees will help support the guy while he's on the top rope. Now we've got a guy who gets on the top rope and goes, no, little more to the right. Back to left. Okay, back up. Good. You're good.
Yeah, right there. Good. Okay, hold on. Let me climb. Let me get in place.
Let me get my feet set. All right, good. We're good.
Tremendous. What's next?
And the guys on the floor are like, wait, back here. Right here.
That was entertaining. What's next, Jeff? She definitely doesn't have her. She definitely does. Oh my God, bro.
Oh.
How can you do that when you know you don't have control of that girl's body? She knows she doesn't have control of that girl's body. You got to just drop her at that point.
She would rather risk injuring the other person than that look like she botched a move.
You got to just drop her at this point. Look at this. She does not have her whatsoever. Oh my
Look at right
God,
on her,
bro. Jeez.
right on her head.
That's AEW.
That is not AEW.
That was AEW.
That girl's neck will never be the same for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life, bro.
Yeah, watch.
Jeez,
look at that,
man. Wow.
Now think about this. The way that she struck the mat, not only is there a potential damage to her neck and her spine, she landed on her shoulder. She could. Do you know that it takes 12 pounds of pressure to break the collarbone, the clavicle? It takes less than that to separate or dislocate your shoulder joint. She could have potentially broke her collarbone, dislocated her shoulder, or damaged her neck. All of that could have happened and then could have affected, she could have pain for the rest of her life, all from that stupid move.
She's going to wake up every morning when she's freaking in her 60s feeling that. I guarantee you, bro. Unbelievable.
Trust me. She ain't going to make it to her 60s and she's going to.
If she keeps doing that, man. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Unquestionable. Because
God almighty, man.
I so desperately want to listen to the conversation. Yeah. So here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna bump you. Then I'm gonna put a cinder block up on the upper part of your back, just beneath your skull. Okay, you'll be on all fours, be on your knees and on your hands. Okay, and then I'm going to go get another cinder block now. And then the guy that he's talking to goes, well, do you think am I laying there too long waiting on you? He goes, no, it'll be all right, man. You'll be cool. I just don't want to look weak. Oh, you're going to look amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other cinder block and I'm going to throw it on top of the cinder block that's at the base of your skull. And then I'm going to cover you and you're going to kick out. What do you think? That had to hurt. I mean, what is the point?
Yeah, and that one piece rolled off and hit him in the back of the head after it.
Yeah.
That just looks like a nice gentle roll. That's a cinder block. That's going to hurt.
Run it back one more time and look at the angle of the block that he's throwing and look at where it really strikes based on the back of his head. Do it. Where did all of that force go? Went forward, down and forward, not just straight down. It goes forward. Look, what an idiot.
These guys. I mean, how do these guys not know at this point? Don't F with the head. Like, how do they not know at this point, man?
Everybody is so caught up in wanting to be the next thing that goes viral and wanting to be, if only momentarily, famous. They get to have some kind of fame and relevancy outside of their own little small personal circle. That's all they care about.
What's next, Jeff?
Do that again.
Are we? Oh, well, hold on. Before Jeff plays this, are we assuming this table was supposed to break?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think are those doors? Those might even be doors.
Yeah, those are doors. They use doors now instead of.
Oh, so they're doors. Okay, so the doors.
Wooden tables are not cheap. Let me tell you, they are not cheap.
Oh man! I swear to God, bro, is it me? It me, or do they actually look like fiberglass doors? I don't even think they're wood, bro. I don't even think they're wooden doors.
Here's what's even better. I want you to run it back and listen to and watch the tens of fans as this guy's risking his life. The size of the building and the entire building's still not full. Yeah.
Oh, play that again. Oh my! Why would you do that, bro? Jesus!
I don't know. I don't know.
What's next?
I don't get it.
Is this okay to watch, Jeff?
Yeah, they put a safety pin.
I'm not watching this.
It's a safety pin through his lip or something.
Is that Paige? No, I'm not watching it.
Dallas Page.
I ain't watching this. I'm not. My hands covering the TV. All right, what's next, Jeff? What's next, bro? Paige will do anything these days, bro, to promote DDP. Paige will do anything to promote DDP yoga. All right, what's next, Jeff?
All right, this is the last one.
Oh my God! Holy Impact Wrestling, man. Jeez. Oh, bro, that would have went. He missed his butt crack by a milli-inch.
Oh, yeah.
That would have ripped this guy's clown. What is that? A clown hole?
Clown hole, yeah.
This would have ripped his clown hole wide open, bro.
Put a tore his balloon knot wide open.
Oh my God. He just missed it. Watch this.
Yeah, that's Alberto Del Rio.
Oh man.
Through the stairs, into the ribs, the body of Johnny Impact.
Ooh, that
Boom, 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 boom.
Man, that had to hurt like hell.
Yeah. If you're wanting to go to the LVW Academy, always on the cutting edge. We have new programs. We're breaking it down to where if you're a person that wants to try it out, see if it is for you before you really make the full commitment. We have a level where you just attend the beginner's course, start the training, and if you're interested, then you can always pay the remainder of the tuition. We have now a course that's just the in-ring wrestling. And then we always have the full trade school course in one lasts 2 months, 6 months, and then the trade school course lasts a year. So you can make those decisions and decide if you want to come. Granted, we're always updating our syllabus. Of course, you know that when you attend, we're going to show you a proper oil drum work this, semester. I got to tell you, I mean, the budget for the school and the educational process has gotten a little out of hand. I mean, oil drums aren't cheap. You know what I mean? You got to go out and you got to find them. They're not easy to just go find a 55-gallon drum just sitting somewhere alongside the road. You got to, find a steel drum somewhere. So, but you'll be able to learn how to properly work that audience and believing in the illusion that you've bent yourself backwards 180 degrees over the back of that oil drum and that you're not going to actually suffer any real physical damage the next day. But of course, the ever popular light tube work, if we could ever keep up, because brother, let me tell you, some guy showed up, filled up the entire bed of his pickup truck and drove off with light tubes. I don't know what he's got planned. I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. That or he's going to have one well-lit house. Good Lord. But you can go to ovwacademy.com and you can check all that information out there.
All right, Jeff, are we going to the clips? Oh, no way. No. I don't even want to know what's below them. No way.
Hashtag moving truck.
Oh, I don't even want to know what's down below. I don't care.
Watch how the referee counts.
Oh, God almighty.
25 feet in the air.
Oh, my God, bro.
Excuse me, but I think we got a defiler here. It's over.
Referee didn't even bend down to pound the mat, the tarmac. He just hit the table.
Go back, Jeff.
Light tubes neatly.
Yeah, neatly. It's like very neatly placed. I got to give him that.
How did they get? Here's my question. How did they get on top of the truck, and how long did it take to get there?
Excuse me, but I think we got a defiler here. It's over.
I'm disappointed the guy didn't kick out. I mean, really.
I swear to God, that's what I was waiting for. I swear to God.
Too.
Yeah.
I don't blame the ref. I wouldn't want to get on my knees and all that light tube glass and everything and count.
Unbelievable. Wow, that's nuts. Oh my God. How the hell did he miscalculate that badly, bro?
That's called hashtag crowd work.
Oh my God. What was this dude thinking, bro?
Clearly geometry in class wasn't one of his high points.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
that kid in the front row, fuck him.
Oh my God, bro. What's next, Jeff? Oh,
I got to get a 5-star match. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Got to get my groceries paid.
Oh, boy. What that?
Hashtag fat and firework.
What is that? A pocketbook or something on fire?
I have no idea.
Sure. I think that's a wallet that they set ablaze because I'm just burning money.
God, again, look at the shit all over that mat. Look at can you imagine working in that shit? Everybody's sweating. Same thing. This is the same mat. Is that Enzo? Go back. I think that's Enzo. Hold on, bro. It's Enzo. He's branding him, isn't he? Yep. But he's really branding him. He's really branding him.
No wonder they branded him. He looks like a side of beef.
Is that Mantor? Was that supposed to happen?
No, it wasn't.
Go back. I don't know about this.
The reason I included this is there's a specific way to hit the ropes. You hit at a slight angle. You always put your right hand on the top rope and you put your elbow of your right arm over the top rope, putting the rope into your arm, kind of into your armpit, and you don't hit flat. You hit juked a little bit so that your body
does not go over. Right.
And if the top rope breaks, your arm will instinctually clasp the rope and you will literally flip over onto your feet. Or if the middle rope breaks, you'll sit down because it'll prevent you from going out.
Right.
When you hit completely flat, like is now is the popular way to do it because so many are not being taught properly. And everyone thinks that I'm being like anally retentive.
No, I don't think. I think what you're saying makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
Unsafe,
right,
to hit the ropes like that.
All right, what's this, Jeff?
Fire.
Stupid.
That's called backyard barbecue work.
What? Show that again, Jeff.
You lit a towel on fire that's wrapped around the top rope, and you now bounce the guy off the ablaze rope so you can power bomb him onto the ring. Listen to the tens of people. Run that back.
Jeez. Wow.
Listen to the tens of people in the backyard. It's like this is at a family reunion.
What's next?
Cousin Willie with Uncle Jim.
Unbelievable. Crazy stuff this week.
At the state park. I mean,
yeah.
Where, God bless, do we not have standards at all anymore?
Yeah.
Seriously.
What's next, Jeff? No cinder blocks, though, yet so far.
Oh, give it time.
All right, go ahead, Jeff. What do we got? I see a big setup.
This
A big
was on
setup
NXT.
for
Watch
move.
this. Watch this. Watch.
Ah! Wait a minute. Aren't those two guys on his, aren't those guys on his side?
What? Wait, watch the whole thing again. It is so convoluted.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on for a second. Let's establish these three guys are a team?
Yeah, they're a team.
They're wearing the same colors. They're a team, right?
I guess.
Okay.
So they have now made a move so convoluted and so complicated, they can't figure it out to do it at first. And then when they do it,
they take themselves out.
Supposed to help, that they're helping to add extra stank to the move.
Takes them out.
Even hit the guy. It's this much distance. I'm not. Listen, and I want to point this out before anybody goes, "Oh, you're showing all these botches." I'm not showing botches. What I'm showing you is just this evolution of the business that has become so contrived and so convoluted that they can't even perform it themselves without getting confused and then ruining the illusion of the intent behind it.
So this is a team of three trying a move.
Yeah, trying to do a very overly complicated and convoluted move.
I want you, hold on now. I want you to watch this closely because after we watch this, I want you to explain to us what they were trying to do. Okay?
I don't know if I can. I'll try.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
It might be as difficult as the attempt of doing the move. Go all the way back, Jeff, and watch the length of time it takes for them to just set this up.
All right, let's watch what they're actually attempting to do. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wrong arm. Okay, got it. Yeah, got it again. Okay. And nothing.
What?
No, not one of them came within 2 feet of the guy's head.
I still
all three of them kicked him at once.
I still don't know what they were attempting to do.
They were attempting to make it look like all three of them drop kicked him at one time. And no one came even close to drop kick him.
Wait a minute. How do you drop kick somebody from the position that guy was just in? That guy was just totally upside down.
Yeah, they now have that low level drop kick.
Oh, okay, I got the low level drop kick. I didn't realize.
It's new school.
Yeah, this is NXT. If anybody didn't know,
That was NXT.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Are you? Wow! Holy crap! Because I was wondering because that was a pretty good crowd. What's next, Jeff?
That was like throwing pillows on someone and smothering them to death.
Was that this is obviously a meant spot, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Sherry Martel and Leilani Kai what was taking place here. But
play that again, Jeff. I want to see. I want to just try to figure out.
This was a planned spot. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they make it look like she threw her into a fan. Imagine this: you're sitting there watching a wrestling show, and then comes barreling at you,
and it looks like a bunch of black pillows got thrown on you at one time. And listen to the crowd; they went mild. I mean,
it didn't look like he was prepared to catch her. I mean, I don't know. What's next?
That's also called crowd work.
Crowd work. What's next, Jeff?
All right, it's hard to see because of the coloring, but yeah, there's already a cinder block on his back.
We got cinder blocks.
Yep. Hashtag cinder block work. It's like a circus sideshow. You know that? It literally is like a circus.
Well, here's the funny thing, bro. He's actually working with cinder blocks and no shoes on.
Yeah.
Can you imagine one of these idiots drop a cinder block on their foot, bro? Like, come on.
God, that'd be hilarious. Hashtag stub toe work.
What's next, Jeff? Oh, man. And now this is on the head. I knew it. Yep. Oh, and the edge of the ring. And the edge.
And the guy that did it. Watch the guy that does it. He's not better off either. Oh my God. Yep. Tens of fans too. I mean, just
what's next, Jeff?
It's AEW.
This is AEW. Is that low key?
What is happening here?
I don't know. I'm watching that and I'm just saying to myself, like, people are into that? I mean, there are fans that are into that?
Because there's a very, very niche audience that's been educated to understand whatever's happening there.
What's there to understand? What are we trying to understand?
42 years of doing this, I was completely lost. What was the intent? What was the purpose? But there's a small niche that has been educated to know what that is. Now, if you're the average person and you're flipping through the channels, and let's face it, wrestling has always been and always will be maligned by everyone about being fake. Oh, you like wrestling? You know that's fake, right? Yeah. When they flip the channel and they see that, does that encourage those people that go, oh, you like that? It's fake. You've got to be stupid for watching that.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
We just did what? Yeah. Reinforce their belief that you have to be stupid to watch this.
What's next, Chef?
Stand up!
Oh my! Well, okay. What kind of work is that? What is that?
Oh, that right there. That's hashtag clean up the building work. You know, after the show when all the boys are trying to get out.
Yeah, clean the bathroom. Yeah.
One of the quickest ways to literally take down all the chairs is take your buddy and swing him by the feet and knock them all over.
And tornado.
At least the dude's protecting himself with this. Yeah. At least the dude's got his arms up. Hey, we got to give him that much credit. What's next, Sean?
What is happening in Mexico?
Play that back.
What is happening with
I
our
think he's
southern
doing. I think he's doing it. I think it's called the old tilt-a-whirl. Al, isn't this the tilt-a-whirl? I think.
What is happening?
Tilt-a-whirl. Watch, Jeff.
down
Watch.
Mexico
Tilt-a-whirl.
way? I just oh.
What's next?
God bless.
This is the last one.
And from bouncing Burns to these wrestlers from France who really are up in the air. Called Lunar Wrestling 2000, it was presented for the first time at the Palace of Sport in Saint-Ouen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Good sound effect.
Now this is new school.
Wait, that cannot. This ain't real, right? I mean, that's
Is real.
No, it's not.
Is,
Go back. This is not real.
School taking things to the cutting edge.
This is not real. This is not real. Go, Jeff.
Real.
Go back to the beginning.
It is real. It's an old newsreel I've seen plenty of times, and I had to include it because that's what we're now teaching at the academy.
Yeah, it says it's
hashtag trampoline work.
What does it say, Jeff?
Associated Press video. That's what that.
What year? Is there a year on this?
It was in a tweet, so that I don't know.
All right, let's play it again from the beginning.
It's back in the 50s, and this was in France.
And from bouncing Burns to these wrestlers from France who really are up in the air. Called Lunar Wrestling 2000, it was presented for the first time at the Palace of Sport in Saint-Ouen.
What's old is new again, guys.
See, that one's not real. There's no way the guy's getting up that high.
They're jumping off the bounce.
Taekwon is booking this match for next week's Dynamite.
Hey, bro, Al, no shit. If Taekwon saw this video, you would be seeing this in a month. No shit, 1,000% true.
Yeah. And let me tell you, well, I'm doing it in OVW. I'll tell you that right now.
You better beat him to the punch, Al.
Oh, yeah. This right here, this idea is sewing up the Booker of the Year award for me this time.
Oh, my God.
It provides ideal spectator sport. And
bro, if somebody sees this, you're going to see this. I guarantee you're going to see this.
Oh, absolutely. Look at that.
You got to have somebody, though, to add the sound effects during the match. It's not the same without the sound effects.
Wrestling was well underway.
See how that thing pops up and it flings them up.
So they got to hit a certain spot, and then the thing.
Yeah, it's like a launch pad or something.
And the platform has compressed.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh, my God. Look at that.
Yeah.
Springboard powered by compressed air. Wrestling was well underway 5,000 years.
Look, he caught him off the springboard and is about to slam him.
I want to tweet this out and send it to Tony Khan.
Here we go. Ready?
Wrestling was
watch this high spot.
5,000 years ago.
Catches him.
Catching on by
and Slammo.
Bro, we gotta send this. We gotta send that to Tony Khan. I swear, you know that this will be happening in a month.
Oh yeah. Yeah, don't send it to Tony Khan. I'm saying
you got it. You better copyright this, Al. You better copyright it.
I'm going to. I am literally going to register this and copyright this. This is my original intellectual property.
What are you going to call it, Al? What are you going to call it, though?
Man, I don't know.
We need a name. We need a name for the Dipsy Doo something. We need.
Yeah, like Air Adventure.
Air Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll think about that. Yeah.
Aerial combat match.
Catapult combat. Yeah.
Catapult combat match. Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Where we just spring load and shoot wrestlers over the top rope into the ring. Guys thought they were on the cutting edge when they were diving out of the ring. These guys in the 50s in France were way ahead of the game.
Oh, yeah, man. At least they're going in the right direction.
Those French, you know what I mean? Those French, they know what they're doing. If you're also wanting to become a professional wrestler, no, then see the world, live an exciting life, fake fight other grown men in your underwear for money. You could learn all of that, including hashtag stubbed toe work, or I want to use cinder blocks without wearing shoes, appropriate safety boots work. You can go to ovwacademy.com today, because we're constantly on the cutting edge of work rate, because, you know, that's the rate of the work that you do. I guess, not quite sure, and never been hipped to what exactly work rate means. But
what about do you teach the old school hitting the rope work?
Oh no, it's all new school. You know, because I like to watch as people suffer grievous injuries, like when the ropes break and they catapult themselves out to the concrete floor. Yeah, nothing better. I'm telling you, nothing better than to watch people flirt with death every time they hit the ropes.
Unbelievable.
You know, because those ropes will never break.
No, never.
That doesn't happen. You know.
All right, what's next, Jeff? Ooh, I don't like those legs up in the air. Oh my God, bro, that dude could have took one of those legs right up his ass. Then what? Then what?
Like proctological work.
Oh my God, bro! Wow, that is so careless, bro. That is so freaking careless.
You know, the men have an erogenous zone up their ass. You know, didn't know if you knew that or not.
That is so freaking careless.
I'm sure you do, though. I'm sure, you know, she probably tickles things.
Oh my! All right, Al. This is a family show. Edit that out. What's next, Jeff?
Hitting the nuclear button. Blast off.
Will you stop laughing at him? What is this now?
That's hashtag Red Lobster work.
Oh my God!
Full seafood platter.
Oh my God! Very nice. All right, what's next?
Somebody said that to me on Twitter and go, "What kind of work is this, Al?" And I went, I didn't want to comment. And I forwarded it. I forwarded it to Jeff, and I went, "Oh, hashtag Red Lobster work."
Oh my God! Go ahead, Jeff. What's next?
With a biscuit, those Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Look at this! Look at this ring. Take it in this ring.
Oh, I know. It looks like a demilitarized zone.
Jeez.
Looks like something. Yeah, we've gone that far. Yes, Vince. Hashtag firecracker.
I'm trying to figure out, how did they make the firecrackers go off at that point in time?
I think they pre-lit them and then power bombed him onto them, and then it was hashtag black cat work.
I'm trying to figure out, is that a chessboard or something? What is that over there?
Go back to is that Bam Bam Bigelow? No, I sort of flames.
Here's what's so crazy about this. Is that literally a guy is flopping, doing breakdancing on firecrackers, and the two of you are looking around the ring going, is that a chessboard over there? Is that Bam Bam Bigelow in the ring?
Bro, they had
Meanwhile, this guy is having his back repeatedly exploded, and the two of you are like, is that forks? Is that
there's got to be
a hay bale in that corner?
There's got to be a slit in the ring where they lit those firecrackers. They got to be. They got to have.
And
the
you are busy trying to discern how they lit the fucking firecrackers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guy's flopping like a fish on firecrackers.
This is the first firecracker work.
I couldn't take my eyes off of him. Meanwhile, the two of you are so desensitized.
You want to know what I was watching this time, Al? This guy in the back right.
Oh,
see Urlacher?
Yeah.
See Urlacher go to the left. The first guy in the black shirt. Now watch him during all this.
Oh my God.
What's this?
Isn't that the beauty of these? There's so much to take in.
Oh, there's so much. You would find something new every single time you looked at
Oh,
these.
it's like Where's Waldo with ridiculousness.
What's next, Jeff?
Hey. He didn't need that spine anyways. What are you worried about?
Show that again, Jeff. Oh, right on that cable, man. Right on the corner.
No, it's not on the cable. You know what that's on?
What?
That's on the cast. That's on the steel turnbuckle.
Oh man, bro. That's not going to be good for the back.
And here's what makes it worse. The two of them had a conversation about this prior to going out, and the one guy that took it went, "Yeah, bro, that'll be great. It won't hurt me at all."
What
a moron.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that was AEW also, if you didn't.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Oh, well.
Wow.
Hey, Al, you are completely off base that we're going to see somebody die in the ring. I mean, come on.
What's next, Jeff?
This hashtag like dancing work. So fluid. Just like water. Watch this. Like a ballet of professionalism. I want you to watch this.
Oh, come on, bro. This is edited.
No, it's not.
This is edited.
It's not, because I had to cut the commentary out so we didn't get a copyright to put the music over it. So yeah, that was as is.
So let's watch this again, Jeff, because I think this is edited. I don't think we're watching
not
this.
Edited. It's not. You can tell.
Yeah, it's definitely not, because this was a full broadcast clip with the commentary and everything.
Yeah.
Is that Paige?
I think it's and Tony Storm. Yeah.
I said, is that Paige as a joke? That's really Paige?
Yes.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
Oh my God, what are they doing, man? Gee whiz. What's next, Jeff? That was bad. Somebody's heads up somebody's ass. Two heads up, two asses.
Yeah, it's hashtag human centipede work.
Yeah, this is centipede, yeah. Now there's a light tube.
Oh, and it went all the way up through each asshole into that guy's throat at the turnbuckle.
Wait, now there's a hold on. There's a cooler in the ring, Jeff. It's just a random cooler.
Hold on. We're watching a human centipede being made.
Well,
a light tube being busted on the back end of the centipede, and then the guy at the head of it selling like it came out his throat. You notice just the cooler.
Well, no, I noticed a cooler and a ping pong paddle.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out with the ping pong paddle and
what is wrong with the two?
Baby rattle or something? I don't know.
You guys can't see the spectacle that's going on right in front of you.
Oh my God!
And this guy right here he's got those things mashed into his head. Those.
What's next, Jeff? Oh my God! Oh,
he's selling. There's three bodies, and you notice a cooler. Okay.
Oh God, what's next, Jeff?
What is wrong with you? Nothing says quality wrestling like it being outdoors. I'll tell you that.
Is it just me? Every time I see this convulsing shit, it always looks so phony. I don't like.
Yeah, because real seizures don't happen like that. And a plastic road barrier isn't going to cause you to convulse.
All right, what's next, Jeff? What's next, Jeff? Go ahead. What's next?
I don't understand.
Oh, double cinder block. Oh no! Oh!
How does he not break his arm? Seriously,
how did he not break his head?
He probably did. He probably did break his arm.
Even if he did break his head, what would be the loss? You're stupid enough to agree to lay there and allow someone to throw a cinder block at your face. I say you deserve it.
What's next, Jeff? Oh,
Run this back. Look at that. The back of his head hits that table. And watch his neck. You don't think this guy almost flirted with death that night? I mean, look at that.
oh
Look.
my God, bro. I swear to God, Al, it looks like a crash test dummy. That's what it looks like. What's next, Chef? Oh no, man.
Yeah.
Look at the refs are holding the ladder. Look at the refs holding the ladder.
That's why I ran this. Look at the two referees and the guy on the other side of the ladder.
Look at this.
They're all three holding the ladder. Look how desperately they're holding.
Oh my God, bro.
Look, this is a guy with a girl. When did the referees cease to be unbiased? To where they're like, oh, because quite honestly, okay, as realism goes, a referee's job is to do two things, whether it's in boxing, MMA, in judo, karate competitions, jiu-jitsu, any kind of combat sport. The referee's job is two things. One is to ensure a fair and equitable contest. That's it. Two is to ensure the well-being of the competitors. How did those two referees ensure that that girl was going to her well-being of being moonsaulted off a ladder when they were helping hold the ladder in place so the guy could moonsault off the ladder with her body?
Unbelievable, man. What's next, Chef?
All right, this is the last one. So it looks like we got glass on fire, and then underneath it, barbed wire table, and who knows what underneath that.
What the heck? And this is some kind of chicken cage?
It never ends. Now, I'm sure the two of you were probably like, hey, what's that pencil over in the far corner?
Do that again, Jeff. Do that again. Let's see it again.
We've got that.
Hey,
This is, I mean, this is,
did you see that nun in the front row?
this is stunt work. We're just seeing stunts. I mean, that's what these are. They're
That's all it
stunts.
is. It's
That's
just
all.
stunt
That's
wrestling. I've called it. I've named it
You
before.
have.
It's not even death match wrestling anymore.
No.
It's just stunt wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just who can perform the biggest and most death-defying stunt.
Al, listen to me.
Yeah,
I want you to help me with this.
I'm gonna try. Lord,
Al, you know how we have these clips. We have, the change in style of wrestling, the flip flop and flying. We have
we got different manner of work rate is what
work
we have.
rate.
Work
We
rate.
have, a lack of
Of work.
rate of work. We have a lack of psychology, a lack of storytelling. We have all those things.
But we do have cinder block work.
Yes.
We have an immense amount of firework.
Yes.
We have team mascot work.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
got even sometimes cutlery work.
Cutlery work, the favorite firework we have. Yeah. Okay. All that aside,
High places work.
high places. Yes.
If you want to go to OVW Academy and learn how to properly do Alka-Seltzer work, the place to do it is at ovwacademy.com, where all your dreams and wishes will come true as far as professional wrestling. I guarantee it. If you can imagine it, we can teach it. You name it. And listen, we've seen even today some of the videos that come up with some of the most creative stuff imaginable.
We saw centipede work today.
Centipede work. We saw centipede work, and the only thing that they took away from that was, hey, look at that cooler in the ring.
Yeah. Red lobster work we saw
Red
today.
lobster work, a full seafood platter right in somebody's face.
I can tell you, I was not looking around the ring on that one.
On the
following the action closely there.
Yeah, you got to drink that in. That and Cheddar Bay biscuits. You can go to ovwacademy.com today and sign up. I would highly encourage it, because especially if you have some kind of broken or parent issues, come on in.
Now we can go to the clips.
Looks like Shadow and Spiral got a plan.
Watch
Keep the
this.
champs neutral.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Wait, stop.
This does not bode well.
No, I'm not watching. Go ahead.
You can watch it. You can watch it.
You can watch it.
It's not gross. It's not gross. It's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous and very stupid. Watch.
Keep the champs neutral. Oh God, this does not bode well for the little bastard. Oh my God, he fell. Oh, that could have been so dangerous.
Watch.
Not that this move isn't going to be dangerous. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Al, I got to ask you something. Just
try again, work.
play that back. Al, I got to ask you a question. I never thought of this before. I never, because I would have never had to think about this in your era. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, look, Jeff, just stop for a second when he's got the guy up. Like, stop for a second. Think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about this. Okay, first of all, bro, he's got a very sweaty wrestler.
And
by the way,
they're probably not in physical condition at this point. They're probably blown up sky high.
Yeah, right.
And are are really just not capable of doing whatever it is they're trying.
And not only that, here's what I want to point out, Al. On top of what Al is saying, you got sweaty wrestler number 1, sweaty wrestler number 2. Now, bro, on top of that, Al, the ring gear is like that vinyl shit.
Yeah.
Like, serious, think about that for a second, Jeff. So now the guy's sweaty, everybody's sweaty. You're sliding off that vinyl shit. That's what the guy's wearing here. It's like, it's a recipe for disaster, bro. There's nothing safe about this. Nothing.
Not at all. I mean, it's clearly they had an idea. They saw a video or a tape, got inspired, probably did not practice this in any way or shape or form. They probably, as far as training, don't have the fundamentals or the basics down. They don't understand the physical mechanics of what it is they're attempting to do. This all exponentially raises the potential accident that could cripple or kill this kid. So, thank God the kid aborted it and, swung his hips over the top rope to get away, because they would have just kept trying until he finally dropped him.
Yeah.
It's insane though. I mean, and this is a good example of, hey, I'm going to expose to the world that I just fucked up and it didn't happen the way I thought it should. Let's try it again.
Jeff, what's next? Oh no, what is this? What is this concoction? At least he got
it took a fire through a table off with a Canadian destroyer off the second rope for a heavier, fatter guy to beat a woman.
I'm just wondering, Al, how did they get this thing in the ring?
I have no idea. And how long did it take to build? They've taken the term carpenter to a whole different level.
Jeez, man.
It looks like playground equipment in the ring.
You're right. You're exactly right, man. What's next, Jeff? Oh, man, bro.
That's called table work.
If anybody missed it, watch the guy who's doing the move. Yeah, head on the ground.
Watch the back of his head.
Oh man,
he's the guy on the table. Because listen, the 3 hardest bones on the human body are the top of your head, your elbow, and your heel. Watch when the guy does the move where those heels go onto the guy on the table, and then watch the guy doing the move, the back of his head. Look at that. So the guy on the table's screwed. You know what I mean? He's hurt bad. Might have broke some ribs. The guy on the floor is probably near unconscious and probably has a concussion. Luckily, that would be it, because he struck the back of his head like that with so much force.
The worst thing about watching these clips every week, and Al can attest to this. This is because this is what goes through me every week when we watch these. It's not just the spot and the injury. Yeah. It's, Al, we're talking about lifelong effects.
Yeah.
That right there can affect that dude for the rest of his life.
That's right. Yeah, it can.
That's the part that's like, man, brother, like, why?
You can talk till you're blue in the face. I mean, you can tell them, and they'll just look at you like, you're an old timer, or you're old school. You don't know. This is new school. It's like, no, it's not. That's stupid.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
Is he trying to superplex him off his eyes?
Oh my God.
Face first.
So-
Not pretty, but fucking dangerously effective.
What is that ring? Wait, first of all, what is that? That looks like a
It looks like a tornado went through it. All the debris and everything. But watch, he takes him up and basically brain busters the guy onto light tubes that are on top of the ladder before he drops him. What do we do next time? Bring a gun out and just shoot this guy? I mean,
Door in the ring.
Yeah, the doors in the ring,
that doesn't even look good. Like that looks like a total F up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Jeez, man. What's next, Jeff?
No way.
Again. Somebody failed physics.
Play that again, Jeff, because I'm trying to understand which one I should focus on because it looks like they all get effed up.
It's just a hot mess.
No way. Japanese.
Watch that guy's head bouncing off the canvas like that.
And the table, the edge of one of those or the leg or man, just bad. So many things could have went wrong and they could have really gotten hurt.
What's next, Jeff?
Take flight off of himself. Oh my God.
Oh.
Taylor just got caught in the rope and now.
It's that's called rope work.
Play that again, Jeff. I want to see where the guy messed up.
He's stepping on the rope. And he slipped off and his foot caught and got twisted.
Jeez, man.
Oh my God, Chuck Taylor just got caught in the.
If it didn't damage his knee, I guarantee he was in an immense amount of pain because those ropes are steel cable.
Yeah.
And then when they get twisted, man, they cinch down on you.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
Danny DeVito? I don't know.
That could be DeVito.
This is the referee.
Penguin
That's
work.
the referee.
Yeah, that's the referee doing the dive.
Go back.
and doing a better dive than most of the wrestlers.
What's next, Jeff?
Right now. And now Christopher.
Oh, AEW. Oh! How did he mess that up so badly?
Just didn't get his hips over to the top of the rope, centered on the top rope.
Yeah, maybe that's got something to do with him being 55 years old. Let's watch this.
Not really, no.
And now Christopher Daniels. Oh, he went for.
Yeah, just got his own, just the back of his thighs on the rope. Didn't get his glutes.
I didn't even know Daniels was still wrestling. But what's next, Jeff?
Watch this.
Oh man! Oh, I felt that.
Slow this down and watch how this guy hits the edge of the.
Oh my God! I felt that sitting here. Oh my God, bro! That guy's back will never be the same. Never.
Tell me the odds of this guy being a cripple or dying were not. He was inches away from either being paralyzed or dead.
That guy will never ever be the same again with that back. He'll be going to a freaking chiropractor.
He'll be wishing that never happened for years.
Absolutely, man. What's next, Jeff?
Got here with the table set.
This was hashtag slide work.
Play it back, Jeff.
With the table set.
Yay!
God, she looks too. I think. Well, who is that, Jeff? The girl with the makeup?
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, she looks like. Look! Watch her reaction. She looks like that. Hurt like freaking hell. Watch her reaction. Yeah, man. What's next?
Mark.
Super kick.
What? Why do you need to go through that much to just do a simple look? The guy lands back first on the rope and almost broke his back, and yet I have to do the spot, man. I got to do the spot. I got to do it because that's all that matters.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's next, Jeff? Oh
man.
Don't tell me that. And Al, that's a guy. That's a guy that's been concussed 87,000 times, bro.
Yeah,
that's a guy
You're missing the irony. Watch again as he drops him on the ring bell on the ring apron. Okay, back of the head, and now watch the front of his head. Bleeding from the front of his head. How did he rupture blood vessels in the front of his head by hitting the back of his head on the ring bell? But look, Bryan Danielson hits the back of his head on the ring bell, collapses, and comes up bloody on the front.
And this is a guy too.
Explain to me how that happened.
Yeah. On a serious note, bro, this is a guy that has had major neck and spine surgery.
To where at the early part of his onset of his career in developmental, they released him because for fear of his susceptibility of getting concussions.
Man, bro, what's next, Jeff?
Run that back. It looks like somebody just threw a body out of a window. That's all. It looks like a dummy. Hey, this is called hashtag higher is better work.
I mean, it was almost like a lawn dart right on his head.
Fucking idiot. God, what an idiot. What an idiot.
What's next, Chef?
All right, this is the last one.
Creates some distance, closes it.
You're
going to have to run this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch his head.
Oh, my God.
Again, inches from death.
It's nasty.
But Al, you're crazy. We're never going to see somebody die right on live TV. No, that'll never happen. No.
Do you know, man?
Not in AEW where they get inspiration from all these guys over in Japan. No, we'll never see that. You're absolutely right. I mean, that right there, that shows you. That's a prime example of keen athletic ability where it was able to be done and no one got hurt at all. Fuck off. If you're wanting to go to OVW Academy and learn just such incredible things like incredible rope work and table work and firework and, the list goes on. I mean, we're always on the cutting edge. Our always favorite, of course, concrete block work. Pretty easy. Concrete blocks, not that expensive, pretty cheap. So using them as, lab tools, so to speak, in the educational process doesn't cost an arm or a leg. But you can go to ovwacademy.com and find out all of the different syllabi that we have there to keep you on the cutting edge of work rate.
This is, if anybody watched Master Shoot Theater, Vince, the spot that Stevie Richards was telling you about that he hasn't seen in 30 years in the business.
Yeah.
This is that spot.
It's not done well. Trust me. It's not done well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. What? How can you allow that? In all honesty, have you ever seen it that bad?
I've never seen that. I've never seen anything close to that.
What is the ref doing there is he telling him kick out now? Is he pushing him to kick out? What is he doing?
He's making sure that a guy kicks out because he knows. I don't know why or where this started, where the ref needs to know exactly what the finish is. I don't understand why he needs to know exactly what the finish is. That's none of his business. All his job is to count 3. And if it's not the finish and the guy doesn't kick out, you count 3.
Yep.
Nothing. I don't care how bad you perform. Nothing ruins the work that you're trying to perpetrate on an audience more than the ref not counting 3 when he should count 3. That exposes the lie more than anything else. And that right there, that 1, 2, let me slap the leg of the guy so that it'll kick out. Absurd. That ref should be fired. No excuse. Should be fired. And if he wasn't fired, that's appalling.
Oh my God! What are we doing? Wait a minute. Was that in there?
He took a drill and drilled through the guy's cheek.
He does that as a shoot. I mean, he's really doing it.
As a shoot, he drilled through the guy's cheek.
You can see it. You can see the skin pull up.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, the
Hashtag
skin.
drill work. Don't tell me we probably won't see that we will see that on AEW.
Oh my God, bro.
Weeks to come, we will see that on AEW. And guess what? All the AEW fans are now going to lash out at me and go, "Oh, you're insane. There's no way. We'll never see somebody on AEW use a drill." Hey, if you'd have told me a week or 2 weeks ago we'd have never saw somebody on AEW stick a syringe in somebody's face, I'd agreed.
Yeah.
But we did.
What's next, Jeff?
Speaking of AEW.
That's a cinder block.
Man.
And that wasn't the only move done on that cinder block. There were several done on the cinder block, as if one wouldn't be enough to pin somebody. Call me crazy. I know. You're old. You're bitter. You're a hack. You're a used up, washed up has-been. You're right. I am. I used to think the cage itself was the weapon.
Right. Yep. That's right, Al. They don't even know that. They don't even use
the cage. We don't use the cage at all. We don't throw anybody into it. When we hit it, it don't hurt. But we put a cinder block somehow in the ring inside a cage. How did we get it in there?
That's what I was wondering. Like, is our cinder blocks under the ring now? And, that's the only way you can get it in there.
I have no idea.
What's next?
Where'd the syringe come from? You know, out of his prison purse. I don't know.
It's nuts that all this ridiculous shit we laugh at every week and in their backyards and stuff is now on the main.
And there was stapling too. Like stapling's like commonplace now. Stapling's like a hip toss.
It's a high spot.
It's a hip toss. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, tackle, drop down. That was hashtag what did I just watch work?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm trying to think of what I just watched.
There's nobody even down on the mat. What was he doing? It looked like he in midair had a seizure and hit his head on the chair. There's nobody there. What was that?
All right, what's next?
Surprise me.
What's next?
That was hashtag I don't need that spine anyway.
Oh my God, bro.
If you watch carefully, run it back, Jeff, run it back and watch carefully. The guy on all fours, you can see a little turd start to poke out of it.
Oh my God. Oh man.
The back of his trunks went.
Bro, that literally looks like a cartoon where they do all kinds of shit to people and like drop a anvil on their heads and that. Oh my God! Oh,
that's what we're watching these days.
Wow.
It's literally a Bugs Bunny. It's a Roadrunner Coyote cartoon anymore.
What's next? Jeff?
This Ring of Honor.
Ooh, that was hashtag I don't need that head anyways. Work.
Look at that, man. Look
God.
at these freaking guys, man. Unbelievable. Unreal.
They keep trying to outdo each other and overcomplicating things to where they take greater and greater unnecessary risks.
There's no quitting him.
That's tremendous.
Oh, Al, You don't hit the ropes right. You're hitting it old school. Let's watch the new school of hitting the ropes. Watch this guy as he hits completely flat, and let's see what happens.
There's no quick and happy.
Flat. Oh, shit.
That is funny, man. That is great. What's next, Jeff?
AEW again.
Man alive. Wow. Play that
It
again.
almost looked like it was right on the kidney area, too. Oh, here's your needle spot. I mean, it's you can take away the AEW. This is the same thing we see with these garbage wrestlers.
Yeah. It's exactly the same. Why? For what? I mean, it's to me, and you know, I'm going to get a lot of heat for saying this, but this smells of desperation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's the first thing you think, Al. That's the first thing you think. Seriously.
You know what? Yeah. What we've been doing, we're losing, you know, live event attendance. We're losing television numbers, which they are. I mean, let's face it, regardless of how Meltzer spins it, they are. The numbers are down. The attendance is down. You know, I see more and more of that being played out every week on the social media. People pointing it out, fans pointing it out.
AEW, same match.
Oh yeah. Well, but they said it again, Al. The gimmick chair. They said it again, bro.
You can gimmick that chair all you want. You've got to strike the person in the head hard enough to have the seat release.
Yep.
Which means there's still an impact to this person's skull. And a significant one, obviously. I mean, come on.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
It gets better. Hashtag smooch work.
What did he do there at the end? He got like nut juice or something?
I have no idea.
What was he doing at the end?
I don't know. I've never seen hashtag smooch work or hashtag play hard to get work. I'm not really sure what was going on.
What's next, Jeff? Wow. Wait. What am I looking at here, bro? What am I looking at?
I don't know.
Guy is pressing another guy over his head on the ring apron, ready to throw him through a table that's supported by two chairs.
Yeah, it's very blurry. I can't. I've been trying to figure out what's on top of the table.
That looks like a pizza. Is it a pepperoni pizza?
No, there are light bulbs on top of the table.
Okay, so there are light bulbs on top of the table, on top of two chairs.
Yeah. You'll see there's one thing missing on top of the light bulbs, on top of the table, on top of the chair. You'll see what it is.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Yeah. I knew it, bro.
Treat them like a bag of wet cement. It's hashtag paint the bullseye next time.
I knew that was happening. I knew it.
Hashtag paint a bullseye on it next time. Morgan.
Yeah.
That was what was missing, Vince. You had a table.
Would the bullseye have mattered? Would it really have mattered if there was a bullseye? Come on.
Maybe you could have lined up the shot a little better. I don't know.
What's next, Jeff? Oh my God! Is that a dryer? Wait, is that a dryer out? Is that dryer work?
Maytag work.
Maytag work.
Oh my God. How in the context of this match did they get a dryer in the ring?
It's a washing machine. It's a small apartment washing machine is what it is.
Oh, God!
Yeah,
What's
coast to
next?
coast on a washing machine. Top that, Shane McMahon. Bitch.
What's next?
Last one.
Oh no. Hey, a strike. You got a strike, Al. You got all the
I
pins
know.
down.
Well, when all the pins stand there and wait for 20 minutes, they can't help it, you know. Dude,
Hey, bro, hold on. We gotta look at the guy in the green pants. Look at the guy in the green pants, Jeff. Watch. Bro, that is just like Tim bowling pins. You know that last one wobbles. Oh my God, that was
kind of like you at the family reunion. You just wobble. If you want to go to and get and find a way to be on the roster at AEW, well, you're going to have to stay on the cutting edge, clearly, of work rate. Nowadays we have, we're now seeing cinder block work. We thought, that was just going to be on the indies and backyards. No, we're taking it out in front of the masses. Syringe work. If you've ever wondered what could you do and how you could do it as far as sticking a needle into parts of your body, different orifices, your penis, if you got bored. Or if you really wanted to be on the cutting edge and take a battery-operated drill work where you just literally stick it into your opponent's cheek and drill through his face. We're there. All of our syllabus are updated weekly, and we're right on the cutting edge. When you're doing your dark match tryout for AEW, might want to try to throw a few of these things in, really impress the masses. You can go to obwacademy.com and you too can learn how to use household items in your match to really step up your game. Can we go back to the video?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Everybody in the hard ballroom standing.
Come on.
Oh my God, he's taking the skin from his elbow and pinning him to the fucking can.
That was a nail gun, right? It's kind of blurry.
That was a nail gun, and that's called #Bugs Bunny work. I don't know if you remember the cartoon where he stapled the guy to the mat, nailed him to the mat so he could pin him. That was done in real life. And stapled the loose skin off his elbow, took a nail and shot a nail through the, you've got like that. You've got that turkey arm.
How did here's what I want to know.
You've got bye-bye arms where your hand waves and your arm waves.
Here's what I want to know. How did they get the nail out to get the guy off the canvas?
I don't know. I didn't get to watch that part of the video. The fact that, again, there was a conversation where it was discussed we were going to do this, and the guy with the ski mask on went, "That sounds really cool, bro. Let's do that." That astounds me. That there was an agreement made consciously. Okay, it wasn't like the guy was, we drugged him up or we got him on, drunk.
Was the question asked, how are we going to get the nails out?
I doubt it. I mean, come on, let's be honest. We're watching people who set each other on fire on a weekly basis.
Bro, did they use the other end of the hammer and pry the nails out of the guys?
Probably had to, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
There you go.
Oh,
that's
my God.
That's what you get.
Give me a freaking warning. Get this off the screen.
We're not going to give you a freaking warning.
God.
Shut up.
God, Jeff.
So one of those, if you're on the audio, one of those bamboo sticks or whatever they are.
One, 3 of them are sticking in his side.
Yeah, deep. It looks like deep too.
Deep. Yeah. Again, conversation in the back. I'm going to throw you onto a bunch of these, what looks to be like spaghetti sticks, and then they're going to impale you in the back and then the side. You'll be fine. And the guy went, "Sounds cool to me, bro. Let's do it." You can turn around now, Vince.
Are we on the next clip?
Yeah, we're on the next clip. That's your best.
Are we on the next clip? I'm going to be hot if I turn around and it's the same thing.
It's blank.
It's not. God, get over yourself.
All right. What's next, Jeff?
God, you have a family.
What is that now?
It's a guy with a girl. Oh,
what is that?
That's called barrel work.
That is, bro. You know what that is, bro? I swear to God, bro. You know how like when they're doing work and construction on the highway and they put those things in the middle of the road, so if you hit them, you bounce off them. They freaking stole that thing from some construction site to use it in. That's what that is. Possibly, but those barrels that are on the highway collapsed. That thing didn't. It just broke that bitch in two. Look, just bent her in half. Unbelievable. Maybe you should have brought that in through the back door. Go ahead. Oh, what? Hold on. Wait, stop for a second. What is on the mat? What are we looking at here, man? Fire. That's called fire, Vince. Literally something on the mat on fire. Not sure what's on the mat. I think it's glass.
It is glass.
That they've set on fire on top of the glass. And now this guy's going to suplex this other guy onto the fire on the glass. Now, back to your question about being prepared. Let's see if these two morons who land on the fire and thus set themselves ablaze have anyone run in with a fire extinguisher to put it out.
Yeah, and it looks like we've already missed it looks like there's light tubes all over the ring, like explosions.
Yeah. This is the stuff AEW's doing now. And God, that's really going to garner an audience. I mean, because the thing I want to do is bring my kids to watch this. So watch. He's laying on the fire. He could not get up. And was there anyone that ran in with a fire extinguisher? No. So in your question, were they prepared to pull the nails out? Of course not. And I guess fire is the theme of the week. Fire is the theme of the week. It's hot wrestling action, let me tell you.
Yeah, this one's even worse. The fire.
Outside. Oh, that barbed wire box. Something's on fire.
Oh my God, that's insane, bro. You don't see anybody running up to immediately and put them out. They are. This guy is literally on fire. How long is this clip? Do we see him put out at least?
No, that's where I wish they didn't cut the clip there. But watch the guy that runs to the right. They're both on fire, but the guy that runs to the right is
a lot more on fire.
Yes.
It's on fire! It's on fire!
And again, look at him. He looks like a stunt guy in a movie with a fire suit, and he doesn't have a fire suit. He has nylon wrestling gear on. Let's hope he's got a fire suit. Let's hope he's got insurance. All right, what else, Jeff? Yeah, Jeff. Can we get that back to the question of what I tell the executive and how we open the show? This is what I'm doing right there. That's what I'm doing right there. Nobody's going nowhere, bro. It's working for AEW. You know what I mean? God, what's that? Watch this. Just take it in, Vince. I want you to watch this whole thing. This is how far we have gone. Just watch. Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. That's called hit and run work.
That's Al running over somebody's mom or whatever at the shopping.
Oh, yeah. For me to get a tenth of an opportunity that AEW has right now, you tell me, and that's your wife right there.
Who comes up with this?
And it's the same guy because he's wearing a ski mask that got his arms nailed to the mat. This guy's a moron. He's a complete idiot. And I know people out there go, you don't understand. You don't appreciate it. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand the concept of, hey, bro, so what I'm going to do is push in this grocery cart really fast, and then another guy's going to be behind the wheel of the car, and he's going to hit the cart with the car, and you just flip over the top of the car. You think you can do that? Oh, hell yeah. Be easy bump, man. No problem. All right, what's next? It'll draw money. Oh, my God. These are the worst ones we've ever had. They're next? The best. Watch this.
You want to keep an eye on the floor to the left.
On the floor, the group that are waiting, playing cards while all this happens. Is that Jack Doan? It's Jack Doan, yes. Okay. Look at them stand there. Oh, shit. Where'd that guy come from? Please run that back. Please run that back one more time. And watch once the guy gets on the ring apron how he wipes his hands to grab the rope.
Tag. There we go. Make sure my grip's good. Ha! Where'd he come from? Oh my God! I never saw him there,
bro. I swear that
what's
bro,
the other guy doing right now? What is he? He looks like he's standing waiting. Oh shit! Here he comes,
bro. Those were the ding dongs, bro. The ding dongs are back, bro.
Yeah.
This is horrible, bro. This is horrible. Bro, seriously.
Yeah. That's what we open up Raw with.
No, not only that, bro. How do we get in touch with the execs at Netflix? And we're going to send them the open of the show where they're going to hook 100 million people the first week. And we just send them.
I just showed it to you.
Right here.
The guy with a grocery cart in the car. We're going to hook 100 million people right there.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
People are going to be, what the fuck was that?
What's next, Jeff? Oh!
I don't need that back anymore.
Oh my God, bro!
Right on the 90-degree piece of
bro. When you talk about the intent, was that the intent of that?
I believe so. Yep, that was the intent. Was, hey, I can take this really killer bump.
I mean, what are they trying to do?
Cripple each other indiscriminately.
Oh my God, bro! That's insane, man.
And I promise you, I don't know for sure, but I promise you that I bet that match continued and the guy that took that bump got offense on the other guy that gave it to him. I guarantee it.
If he could walk.
Oh, well, hey, you just throw the limp legs.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh my God. Oh man, bro. Gee, you saw that happening a mile away, man.
Yep, and you see this guy's the rest of his life flash before his eyes.
Just look at the way he's holding that dude's head, bro.
Yeah, and he doesn't realize, man, that connected to the base of that guy's skull is this thing called a spine, and like about 5 inches of that, 6 inches of that is the cervical bones that you could break any one of those and paralyze that guy from the neck down.
Jeez. What's next, Jeff? Please, last one.
No, we got more. Before you ask, yeah, that's Rudy Charles. Now, I don't know if that was an acid trip that I was watching, because there's a guy in a pig costume in the ring as a referee strips himself, then casually climbs to the top to where there are 4 or 5 other additional wrestlers who are dressed in ridiculous outfits on the floor, standing there much like the other ones in the earlier clip, waiting for 20 minutes for this guy to finally jump. Did I do mushrooms? I've never done drugs in my life. Not like you. You're a hippie, Vince. But because you smell of patchouli. But that, if I had done drugs, I would imagine would be one of the visions I would see. You out in Colorado, living that lifestyle.
What's next? What's next, Jeff?
That's stuff you see all the time when you're tripping. I don't. Okay. The average person. And hey, again, you want to ask a question, Jeffrey, of how to capture 100 million people? There you go.
There you go. Yeah, all these things.
Video after video of people answering that question for you. How do you capture it straight out of the gate for 60 to 90 seconds? Show this shit. Yeah. Because it captures your attention, let me tell you.
What's next, Jeff?
You tripping up there in the hills.
Oh.
That was an AEW show.
Well, let's see. Hold on. I want Al to tell us what went awry here.
I'll tell you what went awry. The chick shouldn't have done that move.
Oh, man. Play that again.
She didn't know how to do it. She could not gauge the distance and do it consistently every time safely for herself and her opponent. Watch. She went, ooh, I learned a new move this week at wrestling school.
This week?
That on TV. I guarantee that was probably the first time that woman had ever done it in front of an audience.
Wow, she ate the canvas, that one. What's next? Oh, wait, what are we doing here? U-Haul.
Trash can on the head.
Trash can on the head. Holy shit. Holy
Get ready.
shit.
He committed suicide.
What did
That's
he?
the only thing I can imagine.
What did
He
he
literally
jump
got on top of a U-Haul moving truck to put a trash can over his head, and the thought of him jumping off of it was so tragic that he put it to where he couldn't see, and then just dropped onto a basically trampoline of barbed wire. That's it. There's nobody on it. There's nothing he was jumping on. He just jumped onto barbed wire.
Look
for
at
no
those
reason.
fans. Look at those fans. That's who they're playing to. Those people is who they're playing to.
That's the general population now, Vince. You know, not like you hippies and the utopia you wanted to work towards back in the 60s.
Mm. What's next, Jeff?
Living out in Denver.
Last one.
Not the last one. Now, let's go through this. Was that move not the move that Owen Hart did that broke Steve Austin's neck in the middle of the ring? Now you're going to do it, and you're going to allow this guy to do it to you on the ring apron. What is the potential for harm here for both these guys? The one guy is risking breaking, literally shattering his pelvis or his hip or his tailbone, his coccyx. I know you think that's a dirty word, but it's an actual anatomy term. Okay. Or the other guy who's now trusting that this guy, this fat dumpling of a guy, is in enough physical condition to hold his body up far enough to where he doesn't break his neck on the ring apron. And then control his fall when he falls on the floor.
You know what's amazing to me? If you play that back, Jeff, here's what's amazing to me.
I'm amazed you're not writing this down for suggestions for Ron.
Helping the show. Stop for a second. Here's what's amazing to me. You have no control of the guy. You are clearly struggling and not in control of the guy, Al, and you do it anyway.
Yes.
You do it anyway. Yeah.
Vince, you don't want to blow a spot. Come on.
You know you don't have the guy, and you do it anyway, bro.
We called it, God damn it. Okay.
Look,
we're going to do it. Look at that. I mean, the risk.
Oh, it's AEW.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, man.
Hey, pump the brakes. Best safety record in the business. Bro.
That wasn't even close to.
No, not at all. But, what's his name? Kenny
Osprey.
Kenny Omega. No, Kenny Omega, who said, I want him to drop me on my head so that it gets the reaction out of the audience. Yeah, sure you do. Of course you do. You ever thought about just sitting on your couch and sitting on the TV and watching your couch too? I mean, Jesus Christ, idiot.
What's next, Jeff?
First one.
So it looks like thumbtack bats.
They are thumbtack wiffle bats. I'm not sure what is about. I know what's about to take place, but why? Can't explain it to you. I really don't know.
Jesus, man.
If it hurts, can I stop for a second here? If it hurts, why would you just stand there and keep doing it? I mean, and again, there was a conversation in the locker room of, hey, I got a great idea for the spot. Now let's go do it. You're not getting caught unaware. You know what I mean? You know what's about to happen. Do it again. Go ahead. What? Oh my God. And you hear people in the audience laughing because how ridiculous and stupid does it look? And they're not really, they're just kind of, just swinging the bat loosely. It's terrible.
What's next, Chef?
Last one.
Thank God.
I think this is the same guy we just saw in the other clip of the bats.
Time for the Dark Knight to rise once again. It's
Wait, hold, stop it. first off, let's take in the room. Is this a Knights of Columbus Hall or a VFW? You know what I mean? And think about the people that are part of the Knights of Columbus or VFW or an Elks Lodge. They're all they're all Vince's age now, and they're all veterans of wars, and they're all, and then they go, yeah, we're going to have professional wrestling in the building. And everybody goes, ooh, like WWE? Oh, yeah, it's going to be exciting. And then this shit happens.
Yeah. Dark Night Work.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's time for the Batman.
Oh, this Batman is freaking huge.
It's enormous. Yes. It's a very large Batman.
That can't be cheap.
Oh, no, not the Batman balls.
So now he's got a Guitar Hero guitar, which, by the way, those things go for hundreds of dollars now. This hurts me watching this.
Guitar, I can hear the music now. No. Fat dick.
Sometimes I just want to hold my breath until I pass out, so I don't remember any of this.
What about the great commentary though, Al? Bat Dick.
Bat Dick. Yeah. That's how we devalue wrestling, and we open up with other stuff so that we can slide in the old back door. The OVW Academy, brother. We just can't even keep up. We have pneumatic nail work this week, teaching you how to properly pin a guy by literally nailing his arms.
Do they need? Listen, if we got new students coming in, do they need to bring their own nails, or do you supply them?
Hey, look, I'm not made of money. You gotta bring your own nails.
Galvanized nails.
Yeah, otherwise they rust from the copper in the blood.
Okay.
Then you get lockjaw. You get real diseases like we used to have as kids. Lockjaw. That was terrifying.
All right, go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
Step on a rusty nail, you got to get a tetanus shot.
You
get nailed to the canvas. And listen, that guy now can go into the locker room the next night and go, "Hey guys, I got nailed last night." Great.
All right, Al, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That was like, the old joke you used to tell on the road. You'd walk in and be, "Hey, what'd you do last night?" And you walk in the locker room and go, "I was this close to the best blowjob of my life." And they're like, "Yeah, what happened?" I go, my back went out.
All right, Al, what else? Go ahead.
Anyways, you can ovwacademy.com, check that out, because clearly after watching these videos, you're going to want to go into the back door of wrestling, much like Vince does all the time.
Yes.
If you I want to give up, I swear.